Have you ever wondered what the first part of this joke is?
Hopefully I learned a thing or two. Would you like to hear Uncle's favorite tea joke?
Sure, I like jokes. Bring it.
Okay, well, I can't remember how it starts, but the punchline is, leave me alone. I'm bushed.
Well, here you go. An owner of a tea shop is out of leaves. He runs to the market to get some more, but they're out. He goes to another market and they're out as well. He goes to the third market and they explain that all the markets are going into the forest on Sunday to collect more leaves, but he's more than welcome to go by himself. The man goes into the forest and finds hundreds of tea bushes and harvests all of it, every last bush. On Monday, all the market owners come to see why he took all the tea, and he says, "Leave me alone, I'm bushed." Also, Iroh invented boba tea. How cool is that?
Oh no, this is awful. Are you spying on the world through the vines again? That's literally all I do. Yeah, whatever. What could be so awful that it's worse than the time you saw a war in Republic City, or the time you saw the world get threatened by 10,000 years of darkness, or the time you saw the world get threatened by a mildly successful anarchist group, and you did nothing about it, by the way? It's the Avatar. She's severely depressed and has PTSD. Oh no, that is awful. Oh, that's not the awful part. The awful part is that she's heading this way, and I think she might ask me for help. Wait, why is that awful? I hate people. In fact, it's been years since I interacted with a person who I didn't hate. You know what, Beifong? Finish that sentence and I'll send you to one of those labor camps that have been popping up across the Earth Kingdom for the past 3 years. Wait, what?
If anyone knows where it's officially stated in the canon that the Avatar switches between North and South Tribe, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to read it. But as far as I know, they've never officially stated that it switches. And by that knowledge, wouldn't there be a Foggy Swamp Tribe Avatar at some point? Because it is also a recognized tribe in the lore. They may not be as involved in political affairs as the other two tribes, but neither are the air temples. Even before they were empty, they never really had a deal in political affairs. Yang Chen was just different. And while we're talking about waterbending avatars, is it just me or do Korra and Kuruk both seem like insanely powerful avatars? Like, not just like they're an avatar, they're powerful, but like powerful for an avatar. Like, here's an out-of-practice Korra using insane amounts of airbending, and Kuruk gets a bad rep, but he's always been described as a very powerful avatar.
All I'm saying is that you dedicated your life to air nomad culture, so it must suck a bunch of monkey feathers that almost none of you got airbending, and also that the new airbenders are a bunch of Dirt Nation people who don't give a flame about the culture. The Air Acolyte program is voluntary, and we're grateful that there are more airbenders. Right, but still, maintaining the temples now will be more labor-intensive due to all of the new people. So don't you think you deserve at least more compensation for all of this? My spirits, you people are the reason Air Temple Islands even functions. I mean, come on, Tenzin can barely handle Milo. Do you really think he would have been able to do what you guys do? All I'm saying is that you guys need more benefits for this job. Like, do you even have dental? What's that? Hey, who's passing out union propaganda to the Air Acolytes?
This video is for everyone who doubts Zuko's ability as a firebender before the end of Avatar. To have the amount of precision of being able to dodge a Yu Yin archer's arrow like 20 feet away from him, and then immediately fire back a fireball that goes through the bow. Look at this guy's face. Look how, like, huh?
What do you want from me? You want a teary confession about how hard my childhood was? I'm from the Fire Nation. I am known as May, and I seem devoid of life. If you try to cross me, I will meet you with my knife. Love? Please. I'm usually pretty cautious. I'm not into romancing. Even colors make me nauseous. I mean, I had a thing with Zuko. He dropped me like his honor. I can't even complain since the arrest made me much stronger. Azula, need a calculator? You look a little lost. You want to play with fire? I'll bring you back to boiling rock.
Have you guys heard of spirit bending? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, well, it's a subtype of waterbending that Korra is learning from her uncle. What exactly is it, though? It seems to be a way to pacify dark spirits, like you use healing to change a spirit's negative energy into a positive energy. Oh no, does she have to give up a part of her soul every time she does it? What? No, it seems like a very peaceful way to calm dark spirits and make them light spirits. From what I've observed, if she gets really good at it, she'll barely break a sweat. Kirk, are you crying?
Am I the only one who tries not to show any emotion during this scene so Ko doesn't steal my face, or is that just me?
Thank you.
Avatar and Legend of Korra fans. If you're new to the fandom, I'm just gonna let you in on a little theory that people have. It has to do with the Legend of Korra. There's a theory going around about Sokka and Toph, and it's basically about Toph's daughter, Su-Yin. So Su-Yin's father is unknown to all of us, and so many fans have speculated that Toph and Sokka had a little bit of a thing, and that he is Su-Yin's father. And so if this right here doesn't provide that proof, I don't know what does. Part of me doesn't want to believe it because I want to believe that Sokka and Suki were together, but I mean, I know that there's a lot of Toph and Sokka stands out there together, so I don't know. I mean, I think it's possible. Curious to know what y'all think about this. Do you guys think that Sokka is Su-Yin's father?
Man, this episode was all kinds of crazy. So first of all, we think we're going to have a nice, cute Team Avatar moment with a festival honoring Aang. But then, like, a minute or two into the episode, they start lighting stuff on fire, condemning the Avatar. Sokka goes into detective mode, which is really cute, but I like to think about the bigger picture of this episode, about how an entire civilization can be brainwashed by a leader to the point of not even realizing they're wrong once the leader has been dealt with. Kyoshi straight up comes out and says, I murdered Chin the Great because he was a vicious tyrant, and he was horrible to the people, but the people worshipped him because he had brainwashed them into believing he was something great. So Kyoshi did something about it, and now the whole civilization hates the Avatar because of it. Helping people learn. That's what this show does. I never quite got this part.
Ferry to Ba Sing Se, please.
Passports?
No one told us we had to have passports.
Don't you know who this is? He's the Avatar.
Ah, I see 50 avatars a day, and by the way, not a very impressive costume.
Right, those guys look like me, but I can airbend. Watch me prove how I can airbend. Right, Aang?
No animals.
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Thanks, Haley Nicole 7 for the comment. Now, let's talk about the theory. So at the beginning of the headband episode, we see Sokka pick out a new shirt. It happens to be the same exact shirt that Wang Fire is wearing later in the episode. Now this might confuse a couple of people, but Wang Fire has a beard and Sokka does not, so he's right out. Kuzan, on the other hand, I think totally could be Aang if we look at it from the right angle, but Kuzan doesn't have any tattoos and Aang does. Now Sapphire Fire is definitely Katara, like hands down Katara. But Wang Fire and Kuzan, I don't know, man. I think they are actually different people. I don't think Wang and Kuzan are Sokka and Aang. The main thing that I want to talk about in this situation, though, is why is Katara dancing with Kuzan at the end of the episode instead of Aang? I mean, sounds kind of sus if you ask me.
One of my favorite aspects of The Legend of Korra that's found in Book 2 is this scene right here, because the carnival games with Aang and Momo, it's so adorable. I just love it so much. Like, go Mike and Brian for adding this in.
We have a winner!
And the Appa, like, it's so adorable. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Okay, I just had to share.
Dad won't even let me think about Urlock teaching me. Well,
What?
This theory is mind-boggling to me. Bear with me, cause it gets crazy. In the 5th episode of the 1st season of Avatar, we get introduced to a character, Banzu Pippin-Papalopsicopoulos III, and his grandkids, who look a lot like Katara and Sokka. Coincidence? And then later in the episode, Banzu just magically disappears and Aang is back? Something's not adding up here. I think that Banzu and Aang are secretly the same person. Let me know what you think in the comment.
I do get recognized a lot at Starbucks because a lot of times cashiers are just taking your order and they're not, they're not really listening to you. They're like, what do you want? And I'm just like, can I get a grande white chocolate mocha? And they're like, are you Prince Zuko?
That's amazing.
And then your hands come up and you're like,
Whenever I feel bad that I feel like I'm not improving in my art, I look